Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have PJ Masks Power Heroes. This is, of course, it's not Disney Junior, but it's at that level of Disney Junior. It's from 2023. It is one season. It is 26 episodes or something like that. Here it tells me there's like 55 episodes. And there's multiple seasons. There's only one season here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how this is broken down. I get the impression this comes from another country. I don't know. Excuse me. No edits. No edits. I have a cold still. So it's basically just three kids who never get any sleep. Yeah, it's about three kindergartners, I guess. Yeah, they go to school during the day, and at night they put in their pajamas and fight crime, fight evil. No, not burglars or people knocking over at convenience stores. I'm talking about just people in colorful costumes who are also probably kindergartners, and some that are apparently old enough to drive a car but are also werewolves. I don't know. I've watched other PJ Masks stuff earlier in this series. I just never really thought about it, I guess. Unless I have, and I'm just reiterating things I said a year ago. I don't recall. Brain fog. So yeah, we get Owlette, we get Catboy, and we get Gecko. And yeah, those are our three main heroes. But the Power Heroes, it's a larger group of more internationally based heroes. Also, children. And all the villains, children. And because otherwise, that would be super scary. Kindergartners facing off with grown men with crazy technological machines stealing asteroids that make people bad. Yeah. One kid named Newton, who is their latest pal. He might have appeared in another animated series of theirs that, I don't know, throws me off because there's certainly in the very beginning a reference to a previous experience where he had come in contact with an asteroid piece, and it just being near it made him mean to other people, saying mean things to people and saying insults and just being bad. It wasn't so nice because he wants to be nice, and it really upset him that he was like that to everybody around him. Newton is his name. I think he became Dark Newton. I'm not sure. Something along those lines. Evil Newton. Big Newton. Anyway, I only watched the first two episodes, but each episode normally is there's two stories per episode. But the reason why I watch two episodes, which normally I get the gist of this in one episode, it's for children. It is not for me. There's no reason for me to go two episodes deep on this thing unless it's a continuing story. And so episode 1 is part 1 and 2, and episode 2 is part 3 and 4 of a continuing story called, well, Heroes Everywhere. This one says I haven't watched it, but I have. I know how it resolves. So they get to meet a new hero. He's a kid. I'm going to spoil this for you. I'm just telling you right now. I know some people don't like spoilers, but you know what? I'm going to give it to you. It's superhero related, so you may not want to, mess things up. Look away. Turn it on mute if you're afraid of spoilers about PJ Masks Power Heroes. This is Ivan, and he's a kid. He's disabled. He has his wheelchair, and he gets around with not crutches necessarily. I don't know the proper terms. I'm sorry, but he gets along. He's super pleasant. He is the nicest guy in school. He's helpful in everything, in every way. By the way, there are no parents. There are no teachers. This is the world that is fully focused on children, and those children never sleeping. So I imagine, hopefully, maybe you have kids and they're just like, I like PJ Masks because at daytime, I'm just normal Connor and I'm just doing things. But at night, I go to bed, put on my PJs, and I go to another world where I'm a superhero. I'm a cat boy. And I fight bad people. And that's a fun thing to, have an imagination about. Just you step again. There's no real violence. Nobody's punching each other. That's definitely a no-no in this because that would teach kids, yeah, just start punching people they don't like or somebody that's mean. I understand self-defense, but still, that's another place to learn that, not in the cartoons you watch on Disney Plus. So, yeah, it's best friends trying to do the right thing, and a lot of times they're running away rather than actually fighting. They realize they're a little overcome because there's one girl that I think floats around on a glider like the Green Goblin, but she has more of a neon thing going for her. There's a kid who flies in just like a weird looking helicopter, like he borrowed it from Drew from the Despicable Me. There's 3 werewolf children who have a souped up car. I don't know, it's a hot rod kind of thing. Excuse me again. Never any edits. Not when I'm in the middle of this stuff. And then there's a kid who's like a mummy. And then there's a bunch of ninjas, only one of which the leader speaks. The rest of them just mumble because their masks are covered. There's no holes for their mouths. But again, all these children come to learn lessons, and they discover this asteroid that has fallen to Earth, and anybody who comes into proximity with it, especially if they touch it, becomes bad. And under their childlike understanding of good and bad, they don't want to be bad. And, well, the bad guys realize, oh, we can turn the bad guys good, because we turn those pigeons bad, they're fighting all the time. And yes, this does lean heavily. The people making this does lean heavily into what we as adults understand are tropes in the superhero movies and stories and comics and things like that. So yeah, there's definitely an adult at the table who's just like, how the bad guy tends to monologue. Well, we're gonna make Catboy get really annoyed at the bad guy monologuing. He's going to make a reference to it. So yeah, there's lots of little hints and stuff like that of knowing what it is. The kids will never get, which is fun for the adults. But the complexity of these stories it's not complex. It's just about doing the right thing, saying the right thing, being kind, doing unto others what hopefully they would do unto you, kind of thing. So they try to do things without violence, and they come out heroes in the end, even when they worry about whether they should keep their secret from their new friend Ivan here, who has just gotten a piece of rock in his pajamas. That didn't sound good. He got an asteroid in the pocket of his pajamas that he had hanging out to dry on the line in the backyard. He brings it inside, and they're worried that when he goes to bed, he's going to put those pajamas on, even though he wasn't wearing them the night before. I don't know. Because when they tried to sneak to his place and get the rock, they couldn't do it. They couldn't find it. They were sure that it was going to turn the nicest guy in school evil, but maybe they should just tell them who they are, and they just want to do what's right. So there's a little bit of a struggle about telling the truth and being open and honest. And that's a little bit more complex for some kids when it comes to revealing your secret identity. So Ivan's pretty quick. He figures that out pretty quickly once certain people come into his proximity while in costume. He's just like, you're this person, you're that person. No, you're here. Yeah, you're pretty smart, Ivan. Thanks. So yeah, all their covers are blown because these are just a bunch of onesies, children onesies, and they're not changing their voices. They're not Batman. So yeah. So yeah, it's a cute series if you like kids who love superheroes, but you think maybe Deadpool is a little bit too intense, a little bit too mature. You're right. First of all, you're right. Deadpool is very mature and should not be watched by children who watch this. I'm going to make that call. I'm not a parent, but I'm going to make that moral decision. I'm not going to tell you what you should do, but my kids would not be watching Deadpool as much as I love Deadpool. When they get older, absolutely. They can watch whatever they want. But yeah. Anyway, it's fun, it's cute, it's the kids are sweet, and you could do a whole lot worse to see them emulating Gecko and Owlette and Connor and Neutron and Ice Cub, I think, and Dragon Girl. Yeah, all of them. So go for it if you got kids and you're looking for something new and superheroic and you don't want them watching even Captain America or Iron Man and things like that, which, again, might be a bit too mature for some audiences. You want to share your love of superheroes with your kids, obviously, but get them started on something a little bit their level. Okay, just saying. Do what you want. I'm just suggesting. Yeah, I just hate sitting next to a 5-year-old while watching Deadpool in the theaters. It's like, okay, yeah, I realize babysitters are expensive, but come on, dude. Anyway, let's pick tomorrow's episode. 134. 134. Oh, okay. Speaking of superheroes, another Marvel thing, but not original Marvel MCU. This is not core MCU, but it's now technically, I guess. I don't know. But we'll talk more about this tomorrow. Obviously, this is from the Netflix gang. We're gonna watch. I've already seen this, so I'm gonna watch one episode, the pilot. Let me see, Luke Cage. Yeah, coming back here tomorrow with Power Man, Luke Cage on the next Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that. Bye.